Guys, it's Chris at Cork and Crown, back in my cider shed with another cider to try. And it is a cider today, not a perry. We've had a lot of perries recently, but it is a cider fresh off the pallet, arrived today from Ross-on-Wye. Never had this one before, so let's have a look at it. It's one of their special elite editions. Hagloe Crab and Bulmer's Norman. Hagloe Crab and Bulmer's Norman 2019 wild ferment, as per usual. Don't know why they put that on there, because I think it's all wild ferment that they do, as far as I'm aware. What does it say on the bottle? So crab apple, I assume. So I know it's a bit of sharp, so high acidity, which you associate with crab apples, don't you? Let's have a look. I mean, crab apples aren't usually for eating, but I think you can use them for making cider. Good for making jams and things like that, because they've got a lot of pectin in them, so they set very well. There you go. And like, they get real appliness when you cook them. So let's have a look. Hagloe Crab is an 18th century variety from Gloucestershire, thought lost but rediscovered. This is our second vintage from young trees. Bulmer's Norman is a widely grown bittersweet apple, which just softens the Hagloe's crisp acidity. A bright palette of fresh fruit notes, peach and nectarine shine through with gentle tannin from the Norman on the finish. So, let's try it out. Very excited. So I've got a few things that we haven't had from them before that came in. So I'm going to be a series of tastings with all of that. I also got about 50 cases of perry from Martin at Butford Organic. So I managed to organise the lockup so everything fits, which is fantastic. I didn't know I was going to be able to do it, but I did, and it actually looks really good in there. Full of stuff. Brilliant. And I've got to get some more stuff as well. Let's just keep going, shall we? Right, let's open this up. Very light sparkle. Very light sparkle. There you go. So I think these guys, bottle conditions, I think they dose with sugar to get the fermentation in bottle. But they're not back sweetening. They're not adding sugar for sweetness. They're adding it to give fizz to the drink. Okay, so let's pour it out. Have a look at it. It's very hazy. Nice colour though. Actually, almost got a peachy colour to it in this light. I don't know if it's my imagination. So there you go. Where's my thingamajig? There it is. So there you go. So yeah, nice gold colour, I would say. There's a hint of like pinkish, that Pinot Gris thing again. I don't know why, it made me think of peachiness when I was looking at it in the bottle. But it's got a slight sort of pinkish, Pinot Gris character to it, I would suggest that. Obviously unfiltered, as you'd expect. Nice light sparkle from bottle conditioning. I'm feeling a bit congested, but I'll do my best. Let's see, I'm trying to forget what it said on the label about nectarines and peaches and stuff, because I'm very susceptible. Yeah. Let's try it. So there is that funk, that brilliant Ross-on-Wye funk, which we love so much. And there is a nice, so there is like a desserty, appley kind of character to it, I think. Don't know if it's stone fruit or if it's like a dessert sort of apple character. I'd say ripe apple, dessert apple, that obvious funkiness. Maybe there's a hint of stone fruit about it. Maybe there is a little bit, peachy, nectarine-y thing just in the background lingering. But you get the funk first, then that kind of ripe apple, and yeah, maybe a bit of stone fruit coming through. As always, it's too cold because I'm an idiot, and I never get it up to temperature, which I always promise I'm going to do, and I never do. Jeez. Okay. Let's try the first from this delivery, the first beverage from this pallet that I got today. Here we go. I'm going to have a cough first. Oh, excuse me. Right, here we go. Okay. Definite funk. Nice tannin. Delicate tannin, I would say. Not too squeaky, but it's there. The soft tannin's there on the teeth. Bold acidity is exactly what we'd expect. Nectarine. I'm going to go with that. I don't know about peach, but nectarine, because nectarine's got more of a... It's more acid. It's got that more mouth-puckering sort of character to it. It was very, very nice indeed. Almost like a plum as well, that kind of thing. But yeah, I think I'd go along with that. I think there is a hint of that about it, definitely. It is way too cold. Light sparkle. What's the ABV? Only 6%. Only 6%. That's good. Okay. This is dry, bold acidity, gentle tannins. There is a hint of, yeah, it's like nectarine, or the skin off a nectarine, if that makes any sense, or peach skin. It's got that skin character to it. So it is making me think of nectarine, but more than peach, but also that skin character you get, which I actually like a lot when you're eating a nectarine. That skin character brings something else to another dimension of the whole thing, and that's kind of what I'm getting off this. Nice, refreshing, crisp. It's going to be better when it's warmed up, for sure. It's got the funk. Oh, actually, the nose is opening up already a little bit, actually. Yeah, it's getting some green sort of notes coming through as well on the nose. Almost like a leafiness, I want to say. Whatever that means. That's what I want to say. So it's got a leafiness. Yeah. Solid. Solid. Now, totally dry this. Bear in mind, I like the sugar. I like the sugar. So for me, if this had just a hint of having a lot of berries doesn't help, because a lot of them have got that sorbitol in, that hint of sweetness. You know, not sweet, but just a bit of sweetness there. And for my palate, I do like that. But I know there's lots of people who don't like the sweet, don't want the sweet, say no to the sweet. So they're going to go for this more than me. This is a really interesting complex drink though. Very, very happy. No problem selling it whatsoever. And I'm going to enjoy drinking the rest of this bottle. But yeah, for me, I think I like dries which are more to the tannic side than the acid side. Even if they've got no sugar, I think there's something about tannins suit with me more than bitterness. For some reason, sits more comfortably with me than acidity in large amounts. I have to say. So for me, this is quite a dry acid cider, which is not to my exact taste. But however, I know when it warms up, I know it's going to get better, and I'm pretty sure it's going to sell very well indeed. I'm going to have no trouble selling it. People like dry ciders. This is the stuff. All right, guys. That was number one. I think I've got 3 more new ones to do, which I'll do over the probably next 3 days, actually. Yeah, because I can't resist opening bottles of cider. Okay. As always, thank you for joining me. I hope to see you again, and until then, cheers.